Hello and welcome to April's vlog. We are here in the greenhouse today rather than at the allotment because we are still in lockdown, so we're trying to stay obviously home as much as possible, and this month we've been doing lots of stuff with stuff we already had.
Yeah, so we've just been like using our hour out as exercise, and then we've been taking like 6 broad beans up and planting them quickly, and then that's it. We got our strawberry bed done within an hour, so we'll show you what we've done with that. But we've just been doing stuff like here, making comfrey feed. So we'll show you that later in the diary.
Making newspaper pots.
Yeah, we made some newspaper pots. We've made some more lureal pots.
Planted the dahlias up.
Yeah, so it's time to get the dahlias up, so we've got a lot more room, so we've got a lot more dahlias. Someone's been on a bit of a dahlia buying spree. So we've got loads of dahlias. Frankie pots them up and she shows you what she does with them.
Done some experiments, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done some experiments. I'll show you straight after this what we've done in the greenhouse with some of the things. But yeah, stay tuned for a bit of a slower stay home
allotment vlog.
As and when we can. Yeah.
Stay tuned.
So we planted some peas up the allotment, and the mice or the rats or the pigeons took all the seeds. So I'm going to try and start them in the greenhouse. We've started these in the drain pipe, and then the other experiment is just in like the little modules, just to get them going. But I think they've been in a couple of weeks. And the same with like a couple of other things, so we're just going to try these peter pots. I know they disintegrate pretty quick, so we've just popped some flowers, things that grow quick. They're ready for courgettes. Because we're spending more time at home, we're growing lettuce in a big bucket, and then we're going to try a couple of different varieties just in there, all mixed up. So yeah, we're trying parsnips. We put these in on the 18th. These are parsnips after a year normally don't germinate very well, so they're parsnips from last year and they're parsnips from this year. So I'm going to see how many we get from each to try and prove that theory. And then we're trying sweet corn and the extra lure rolls. I know they don't like the roots disturbed, so we haven't got that, and because the broad beans worked so well, we've done that again. Because again, I planted a few seeds up there, and the ones that were like this, the mouse or the rat or the pigeons had the seeds. So unless they're established, then they're not. They're going to get eaten. So we're just having to spend a bit more space up here, and then. Last one is just making more labels because we've run out of labels. So just with a bit of cotton. And that's pretty much it. The rest outside, all hardening off. We've just got stuff everywhere at the minute. And that's it for the greenhouse. So now's the time to start getting some organic free feed ready for your flowers, fruit and leafy veg for about 6 weeks time. We're lucky. He's the dog. Lucky. We're lucky at the back of the garden. It's a bit of a forest at the minute, so we've got nettles and do you want to have a look what's going on? Some nettles, and we've got a comfrey plant, so we've just picked them. So
get out of the way, Lottie.
All we're going to do is make some free feed. So the comfrey feed, and I put on there equals for the tomatoes because it's higher in potash, so it's got high potassium rates in. So all you're going to do is stuff the comfrey leaves into there, add some water, and then leave it for 6 weeks. And then the nettle feed, I've done exactly the same again. So nettle feed for your brassicas or like your leafy veg. And that's because that's higher in nitrogen, so which is good for your foliage and plants. And I've just wrote that on there just in case I forget. But nettle feed for brassicas, and then comfy feed for tomatoes and fruit and flower and things. So again, just get them little leaves, make sure there's no caterpillars in there, stuff that in, add some water, and then leave that to dilute for 6 weeks, to stir for a few weeks. It'll absolutely stink. Like, so there's one that I made earlier, and it's foul.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
But you'll know it's ready because it's like that. Once you've done that, per watering can, if you get about half an old pint glass, pour that in, and then feed your plants once or twice a week with that, and that's it. Free organic feed. Why waste money?
Hello, so today I'm just potting up my dahlias, ready to get them started in the conservatory. It is the 16th of April, and I don't plan to put them out till quite late in June, so I get them for a bit longer, so I'm not worried about not having them out yet. It's fine. So I've got the ones that I've already potted up. They're new ones that I bought this year from Sarah Raven, and all I've done is check the tubers when they've come out. There was only one, which I kept somewhere down here, that was a bit wet, so you can see it's like squishy and a bit gross. So I just cut him off, and then the others, you can see I put them in with just the old stalk hanging out the top, just in some peat-free compost. I just tried to get a tub big enough to fit them in, and then these ones I've numbered. I think I've got 6, and then I've just written a list of what they are. However, last year I didn't bother to do that because I quite like surprises, so I'm just quite happy to see what comes out of the ground. And I didn't label up any of the ones that I dug up last year and kept over the winter, so who knows what they'll be. So with the ones that I picked up from last year, I dug them up, cleaned them, and then I just left them, some in bags like this, and these are just the food bags that you get in Sainsbury's to, I think it was Perry's mum's idea to do that. So some of them are in bags, and then if I ran out of bags, I just left them in the thing. And we've left them in our like office seed area, and they've just been in a cool place and they've been fine. Some of them have started to sprout a little bit. However, I've been reading online in a Dahlia Facebook group, and some people said that they leave them on top of the soil and see if they sprout, so they can see how they're getting on before they cover them anyway. So I'm just gonna do what I would normally do with them. So this one, some of the tubers are quite dry and wrinkly, so maybe they'll come off anyway, yeah, because they're a bit old. So you just get rid of the ones that are looking a bit mangled, like this. I don't really know if this is how to do it, but this is how I do it. So and we had big and lovely dahlias last year, so fingers crossed again for this year. And now we've got 2 plots worth of space for them. As you can see, I've got the 6 new ones, and I think I probably have another 8 in here. I've got quite a few. So I just put him in the soil, and then I'm just going to cover him, and I am going to cover these shoots, maybe so they're just poking out a really little bit, but you just want to leave the old bits at the top, and then that's it. Keep them, I'm going to keep mine inside the conservatory for now, because there's no room in the greenhouse, and then maybe later on in the video or in next month's video I'll update you on what I'll do next. But I tend to follow Swan Cottage on Instagram, and then they tell you how to prick them out and then cut them so that your stalks don't get too thick, and then you get more dahlias. So here we are doing some of our lockdown activities and jobs, and one of them is to make some pots. We love gardening, we love being outdoors and all that stuff, but we hate how much plastic there is. Everything you buy is in plastic, and we try really hard to bring things on from seeds, or this year, like with flowers, we try to buy plug plants. There's like really minimal waste, but so what we're doing is we're making our own pots today from newspaper with things that you'll have around the house. So just a jam jar, obviously a sheet of newspaper. So the method that I'm doing, I've just cut the newspaper about that much, a little bit. Basically you want at least halfway into the middle left over your pots. You lie it down, roll it along, not too tight, otherwise it's a bit hard to get off. Okay, then you've got your jar, open side here. You just push down the newspaper round on the long, and then you just push in a little bit, so the jar will pop out the top, and then you bend your edge in, round like this, and then you pull out your jar, and there you have a little newspaper pot for you to put your seedlings in, and then you can just put that straight in the ground, and then obviously it will decompose in the ground. And it was free because we had the newspaper, we had the jar.
It's not going to last long, so it's going to deteriorate. So we saw like our squash and courgettes, which are quick grown, so it doesn't spend that long in the pot. So that the newspaper doesn't like deteriorate, and then you end up with like seed and soil everywhere. We've also been using these ones, so they make like a smaller, tighter pot, and then we're just going to put like our nasturtiums and things in that, and that's just the same process again. You just wrap the paper around, push it down into that, and that makes like a really nice little pot. And again, because the paper, as soon as you water it, it's just going to start getting soggy. You just want to use it for stuff that isn't going to be in pots for long.
And obviously, I know we've got plastic here, but again, this is I think we have mushrooms or something in this. We just recycle them, and we'll keep them in the greenhouse and use them to have all the small pots in, so that when you're taking your hundreds of seedlings in and out of your greenhouse each day, you can do it in one big go.
So yeah, I'm going to get six in there.
Yeah, I think so.
And then 6 small ones perfectly in there. So yeah, cheap, free and easy.
Hi guys, so today we are at the allotment, and we're trying to be really cautious about coming here. We only come up when it's essential. Everything we can do at home we are, and then we're literally just coming up here to plant in here and to keep a check. And we're trying to only limit our time here to about an hour at a time. So Perry is going to run you through what we are doing today.
So them onions that we started in the house, we're going to plant out because they're pushing out of the pot. So we've just done a line of onions there. We're going to do 2 lines of carrots in the middle, and then another row of onions here because of the onion fly. The onions deter the carrots deter the onion fly, and then the onions deter the carrot fly. So we're sandwiching them in, having a bit of a carrot sandwich.
That worked well for us last year, didn't it?
Yeah, we had pretty good carrots. We didn't have any carrot fly damage, so.
And loads of yummy onions.
Yeah, so this is our first job. Then we're going to pop up there, that way, and do our next job. And we're just going to do as many jobs as we can within the hour. If we don't get the jobs finished, then we're just going to leave it for today and come back up another day. But we're just trying to get as many jobs done in a short space of time. Yeah. And we're going to get our new potatoes in as well. So we've just done two lines. These were supposed to be our raised beds. Obviously, with the lockdown, we haven't been able to get any wood, so we're just going to utilise this space and put some potatoes in. As you can see, we've just marked them out, 2 rows, and then get them dug in. I think that's it for jobs today. Once we get these beans dug in, weeded.
Dramatic weeding happening.
So you're supposed to plant new potatoes about 12 centimetres deep. So that is about the depth of a trowel. You see little eyes. Get them poking up at the top. Cover them over and then give them a good drink, because we haven't had much rain, so drench the ground. Mm-hmm. Welcome back to our plot. the other day we ran out of time to get the strawberries in. Stupidly, we left them in the shed, and because of the hot weather, we're hoping that we can turn them around. Yeah, so we're just going to sink them into day. This is supposed to be our no-dig bed. Obviously we can't get any manure delivered because of the restrictions. We just took some runners from a lot of the plants that were in the beds last year, and then we bought a couple of different varieties from the shop, and then we've got like 6 or 7 different varieties.
I think, are 2 of them white?
Oh, we've got white ones in the planter, so we've got red ones in here and white ones in the planter.
Oh.
And I think we've got quite a few different varieties. What we're going to do is with a Stanley blade, just cut round them and then sink them in and give them a good water, and hopefully they'll come back to life. So these ones here are the ones that we took runners from, and then we just had a little go of taking some runners, cutting them off, and then we popped them in there over winter and then just protected them.
They've done really well, haven't they?
So they were ones from shop bought ones, and we took runners late last year, and they're doing pretty well where they've been sunk. So hopefully we can transfer them and we'll be quite successful. And then just remember with strawberries to get a net over them, otherwise the pigeons will have them. I think that's it. Quick job, and then we'll get as much as we can done on another job. Hopefully that should be enough strawberries for us, because we love strawberries.
Never enough.
But we'll keep you posted through the year which varieties are good and which ones are poor, and which ones are big, which ones are small. We should have strawberries through the season. Strawberry bed done. We've got everything in, and we've managed to get some wood chip. We put that down as a bit of a mulch, so that will help conserve the moisture of the plants. It'll also stop the spread of disease. It'll keep our strawberries from rotting on the ground. Might help with the slugs a little bit as well. And that's pretty much it. So I've tried to put them in different varieties in line, so you've got, excuse if it's pronounced wrong, Hapil, and then we've got red gauntlets, sweethearts, and then honey, I can't even see that one, looks like honey eye, and Pegasus down here. So hopefully that gives us strawberries from the start of the season to the end of the season. We've given them a good water, hopefully they'll take off. And then this one here, I'm just trying a little plastic bottle cloche, see if that'll kick start it into growing. That's it. Can't wait for some fresh strawberries.
And green.
Strawberries and cream.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the end of April's vlog. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's really helpful to us if you do. And follow us on Instagram at UKallotmenteers, and we hope we'll see you there. Stay safe, stay home if you can, and hopefully we'll see you on the other side. Bye!